Have you heard of a festival of lanterns? Some Asian cultures celebrate the full moon day that signifies the enlightenment of the Buddha with elaborate lanterns lighting up the streets, attracting hundreds of visitors. Imagine you're among this crowd, walking along one of these streets lined by these lanterns. Let's contemplate on the teachings of the Buddha through these lanterns. Each of these lanterns are made with individual pieces of wood that are then covered with colorful paper. Any of these individual pieces of wood or paper can be used in place of another on any of these lanterns on the street. Much like how everything around us is just energy, and at a subatomic level, they are all in their own vibrational fields and are very similar. Also, each of these lanterns are an aggregation of these individual pieces of wood and paper in a certain arrangement. It is a body made of smaller parts coming together, much like everything everywhere is made of atoms. Additionally, we see each lantern as an individual entity. We often don't realize that they are an aggregation of components that are completely interchangeable within itself or with others. And let's imagine that you stop by the first lantern and they're serving food and drinks on the side. The next lantern is surrounded with fragrant flowers and incense. The next has a person with a flute playing calming music. The next is decorated with colorful bright lights. The next has a person providing a narrative of a story of the Buddha. And the next has a comfortable couch by it. So each of these environments provide an input for our sense bases. And with this sensory input, we create an image, really a mirage, of each of these lanterns based on our perception. And based on maybe a memory of a similar sensory input in the past, a related story we might have heard, a news article we might have read, or various other causes coming together, we end up with our own narrative of each lantern. And as a result of this, we end up with our likes and dislikes, attachments and aversions. And then we take ownership of this entire process, the perception, the narrative, the likes and dislikes, as part of what is now my experience. And as these lanterns celebrate the Buddha, so we are able to rejoice in his teachings that paved the way for understanding all phenomena and the concepts of Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta, perception, cause and effect, sankhara, attachment, and non-self.